Alan Snell with LVSportsBiz.com. Just wanted to get your impressions of Las Vegas and what do you think about it being a possible NBA city and just NBA town.
Well, this is like the worst kept secret in the world, isn't it? That this is eventually going to be an NBA city. We've been coming here for so many years for Summer League, and Warren Legary has done such an amazing job getting the Summer League to where it is now. It's just it's an absolute happening here in the summer. I think that the turnout today shows that there's certainly interest in the NBA game. And I just, I've been around this a long time. I believe that the NBA can make just about anything happen. I mean, the in-season tournament's something that there were many, many skeptics about for many years, and right now it's all the buzz.
Right side again.
Rick, Willie Ramirez with the Associated Press. You had 5 guys in double figures, but Benedict and TJ provided quite a spark off the bench today. Can you just talk about their play, what it meant? I believe it was in the third quarter. They accounted for a good portion of the points to make that run.
Yeah, our bench really was the difference in today's game. If you look the plus minus, it's pretty obvious that those guys played a major role. And TJ just he inspires. He inspires me. He inspires his teammates with the way he plays, his passion. He's a little unconventional with his style of play, but he's very difficult to deal with. And he was great in the first half and made huge plays in the second half. I thought his tip-in was was one of the highlights of the season.
Go to left side, standing up, Tim.
Tim Bontis from ESPN. You said before the game, Rick, that you guys are going to need to do this as a group to beat the Bucks again. I was curious, what did you make of the way your team was able to respond from the punch they threw at you guys in the third quarter to come back and sort of fight back the way you did down the stretch? And how much did that tweak you guys made to think halfway through the third against the zone kind of help settle things down?
Well, Andrew Nemhard gave us a big lift in the third quarter when we were reeling. Their zone was a problem. We didn't get a very good rhythm against it right away. He helped us get the ball in the basket 3 or 4 straight times. Unfortunately, he was injured on the fast break play. The hope is that it's not anything serious. It looks like a hyperextension or something like that, but we'll see. In this tournament, what we've seen is that the team that's up at halftime, gets hit with some kind of a blitz in the third quarter. Boston was up on us. We hit them with a big third, and the same thing happened tonight. Milwaukee hit us, and so it's to be expected. This time of the year, games don't have this kind of exposure, attention, interest. And so it's really a fascinating time in the history of the league. And Milwaukee threw 43 points at us, and I was really proud of the way our guys held the line, stuck together. Bruce Brown had a rough third, and he came back, and he was a big difference maker in the fourth, and he was one of the reasons we were able to win.
Talked a lot as a group about what this tournament can do for you guys in terms of getting you guys on a national stage like this, and also Tyrese has talked about that for him in particular. What did you make of his performance, and what does it mean to you guys as a group now to get a chance to play here on Saturday?
Yeah, it's why we came here. We're not coming here to just make it look good and get try to get there or anything like that. I mean, it's all about getting to the finish line. Now, that said, we talked this morning to our guys about the process that works for us, and the process is a team process. It's a collective effort. It's a collective will. It's a collective speed in the game. It's a collective effort to get each other good looks, those kinds of things. Tyrese is certainly our leader, no question about that. I thought he was spectacular. 27 and 15 these days, are kind of like average numbers for him. But he drove the bus, when the game counted, particularly down the stretch. And, he's a great closer. He's becoming an even better closer.
Second row on the right, Joe.
Joe Varden, The Athletic. Is there something about the in-season tournament that you think brings out the best in this group that you have?
It's pretty obvious that it helps. It's something that our first game was against Cleveland at home. No one was really sure where the whole thing was going. We walked out for our walkthrough at 4 p.m. on a court that looked like a skating rink. And it was like, wow, this has a different feel. And so, Cleveland is a divisional rival, hard-fought game back and forth, a lot of lead changes, found a way to win that one. And then it led to the next and then the next and then the next. I think it's important not to look backward and feel good about, how you got here. The important thing is what's happening now and what's happening next. And that's part of the process of playing NBA games and playing NBA tournaments. If we were to worry about things that just happened, our fourth quarter would have been a disaster after what they did to us in the third. But, we circled the wagons. The guys held the line. They stood tough. We got key stops, and we're able to hold them under 120, which is a pretty good number for us.
Second row in the middle, Jake.
Sorry. Why aren't you guys just passing that mic around?
Yeah. Jake Fisher with Yahoo Sports.
Number one.
But it starts with Tyrese, obviously, but was there a moment with this group overall, either in training camp or maybe even like the beginnings of the second half of last season, where you saw like they're not afraid of going up against Milwaukee or Boston or going into Philly and beating them? Like, this is a team that looks at the Titans of the Eastern Conference and just sees someone that they have to go through. They're not really like intimidated at all. Was there a moment where you saw that in this group?
Well, with guys like Tyrese, Miles Turner, has been around 9 years, but he's still 27 years old. He's still a young player. They both have different experience. Miles was here when some of the veteran teams were in the playoffs. He got a taste of it. He's really longed for this kind of feeling, this kind of meaningful games. The fact that they're coming in November and December is good for us. And Tyrese is just one of those transcendent players that, with him on the court, anything's possible. And so, look, we're a disruptor. A lot of people didn't want us here. We don't care about that. We earned our way here. We earned our way to, 3 additional national TV games. So people are going to find out about the Pacers and who we are and how we play. And we're just looking to get better. We're looking to get better. We have a goal. We have a dream as an organization to be an NBA championship organization. They won 3 ABA titles, and that's a big deal. Winning an NBA title is a dream that's reachable, but it's got to be a dream where people can focus on how it's reachable. And we're showing signs of that. We're not there yet. We're showing signs, and we're a dangerous team.
Take 2 more questions. Mark, go ahead, please.
Coach, you've had coached some players that had a lot of scoring ability, clutch ability, and then also some personalities. Is it safe to say Tyrese has all that?
Yes, he does. Tyrese is a great young player that has all the tools, has the personality, and has the desire, and really, I don't know. The 7 weeks that he's put together so far in this season, people are talking about him for MVP, and rightly so. All-Stars in Indy this year, so we're super excited about that, and we feel obviously that he'll represent us there. And we just want to keep winning, and he wants to keep winning. And when you talk to him and hear him talk about what's going on with our group, the thing that you keep hearing him say is that he wants to win. He wants to win. He wants to find out what it takes to win in the NBA. He wants to experience it, and he wants to do it more and more, and he wants to repeat it. So, from a coaching perspective, you can't ask for more than that. He's a guy that makes it a joy to come in every day and do our jobs and work with him and work with the rest of our guys.
Final question, third row on the right. No, one more over, sorry. Right there. Steve Ashburner, right there.
Hi, Rick.
Right.
You had talked before the game about Giannis and Damian Lillard and the challenges that they posed. How did you feel about the combination of Tyrese and Miles and sort of, putting it back on Milwaukee to have to cope with those two?
Well, if we're going to beat teams like this, these high-level teams that have advanced to the quarter and semifinal round of this thing, our best players are going to have to play at a high level. They know that. And so the thing we talked about this morning as a team is just, how in these situations you've got to really focus on process and to trust what they've trained their whole lives in terms of their skill set. And then it really comes down to what are we able to do collectively as a competitive group? Are we going to be able to get enough rebounds? Are we going to be able to get enough key stops at key times? And so far, we've been able to find a way to do that. So we get a chance now to take a deep breath, get ready for Saturday. It's an exciting time, and we look forward to it. Thank you.